Hello there, and welcome back to Vintage Story. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I still have to go craft up a lot more of the bismuth bronze armor, but I've decided to tweak how everything is going to be set up in the armory back there. Before we had it set up so it was going to be everything in metal order. So we have everything up to the gambeson, and then we'd have all copper, and then all bismuth bronze, and then all tin bronze, and so on and so forth. I've changed that. We're going with the improvised, the leather, the 2 sets of gambeson, and then all the lamellae is going to be together, and then all the chain, and we've got, you know, copper, bismuth bronze, tin bronze, black bronze, iron, meteoric iron, steel, gold, silver. And then we come up here, we're going to have scale the exact same way, and it's going to go from that one there to this corner here, and then brigandine running to about there, and then plate mail running all the way here, and I think in this corner down here also, I think I'm going to have the gold and silver down there. And then these two in the middle are going to be the forlorn and the blackguard. That is how this is going to be organized, and we should just fit every piece of armor there is in the game. Boy, that's going to be fun. Oh, I didn't get to show you last episode, but this apple tree actually survived. So we are going to have an apple tree back here next to the well and the bird bath. So that's going to look very nice from here in about a year. And our other apple tree we planted right here also survived. So now we have 2 pink apple trees growing, 2 cherry trees, and 2 pear trees. And they have grown up even further, so they've reached the 2nd stage, and that one still have pears on it. It's a bit of a surprise. They've reached the 2nd stage, which means next stage they should start to grow branches, so these will stick out even further. I did give them a 5-block spacing, which I believe is the max they can grow out to. So that was inadvertent, but it might have been correct. We need to find more iron. That's going to take a while. That's sort of, it'll happen when it happens. I need to go check all of the traders again, looking for more stained glass. I didn't find any before. We need to work on the bismuth bronze a bit more before we can switch over to the tin bronze. We do have a lot of tin bronze to begin with, and we do have a bit more tin here. And I actually want to do a little chiseling. So 3 weeks ago I mentioned Solstein's lore video, Ghost Stories. Watched the video, it was really cool. I really liked some of the chiseling and texture designs they had in that video on some of the things like the house here. So what I was thinking I'm going to do is we're going to have to move the torch holder, but take some cobblestone and put a layer around here and make it look like stone bricking in an arch around here. And then the door will be partially obscured. It'll be sort of like a sort of that sort of shape. So I think I'm going to work on that a bit today, just so this isn't so flat and lifeless. So I'm going to get to that, and hopefully I'll have some nice progress for you guys in a little while. Here we go. This is sort of the idea I was going for. So we have the dry bricks going up and around, and then we have some paint from the chisel tool, and this is, which one is this? This is the Art Blue mortar, and that's standing in as literally mortar on between these bricks. And then what I can do is sort of give it this, well, make it look like they're actually mortar holding the bricks together. Give it a little ununiformness, you know, and not everything's going to be exactly the same size, but yeah, this is the idea I was going for, and this is working pretty good. These top bits might get a little difficult, because I do want it to be, I would like to have a keystone. A keystone is this sort of V shape at the top, Like, that's sort of a keystone. It's the stone that goes in the top of an arch that helps spread out the weight and actually makes it a very strong shape. In case you needed a little architecture lesson. So then if I do one of those, is that... That's a little too dark. What if I use this instead? Make it more... Oh wait, what? Is there something in here that looks more like stone? Sandstone, pastels. No, not quite. Well, I'm gonna have to mess with it a bit, I think. But there we go. That's the general idea. Oh, it could definitely use more work, but I like that. And it only slightly interferes with walking in and out of the door, so you gotta go right in through the center. Otherwise, you clip on this overhang or on... Actually, I don't think I clipped on that side. Yeah, so push towards the door and you won't get stuck. If you push towards the wall, you will get stuck. But that works. I like that. Okay, last update on the door. I chiseled down... Well, I added an extra 1 layer on the sides all the way around. So it has a bit more shape to it. And then the in-between sections... Boy, lightning just striking everywhere. I chiseled in one. So it now looks like the mortar, which is what I have here as the black, is between the bricks, and the bricks aren't quite, you know, the mortar and the bricks aren't flush. So I think that looks a bit better. And yep, like I said, we can get in and out, which is fine. Only issue we have is we're kind of pressing towards the wall. We'll clip our head on that corner, and if we're coming in on this side, I think that looks pretty good. It doesn't quite match the background. I could definitely do some work here, but for now at least I like it. And we're back in here because I have a bit more... There we go. A bit more of the armor to finish. So we've got our bismuth bronze lamellar helmet. So that gets us... Well, all the bismuth bronze lamellar is now done. We've got the bismuth bronze chain. And upstairs we have the bismuth bronze brigandine. So we still need the scale and the plate. Now I've got enough plate here to make... Well, I've got enough... Oh, right. I put my... I put my tongs down. Let me go grab that, and then we'll actually make the armor. Okay, let's try that again. So we want to make the chain mail chest piece and the leggings. I don't remember how the leggings are made. Right. And then we want to make another chainmail helmet. All right, and for the plate we want... I forgot leather again. Okay, well, for the plate chest, do that, do that. There's our plate chest. The leggings are like that. So we can toss these here temporarily. We will, when we get more of the stuff done, we'll be moving stuff around. Let's go grab 2 more pieces of leather. All right, and we do that. Those. There we go. That's our plate helmet. And there we go. Now we have our bismuth bronze plate armor, our bismuth bronze lamellar, chain, brigandine. We just need to make the scale. To make the scale, we need another 20 chain to make the full chain set, and then another 6 plates to be turned into 12 scale. So that means we need another 32 ingots worth of bronze. Of the bismuth bronze. And then we'll have the bismuth bronze set done. We can move on to the next one. As I said, I do have plenty of... Well, not plenty, but I do have enough tin bronze to start on some sets now. Plus the... we already have the tin bronze lamellae mostly done, so we can skip that one. Alright, now I gotta go find something else to do. I think I've spent the entirety of the month of August just mining. We've got a lot of friends down there. I did also make up a bunch of oil lamps so I can keep down here lit up permanently, unlike the torches, which, you know, go out after 2 days. But yeah, getting a lot of copper and a lot of tin, actually, which we need for, well, we're going to need more for tin bronze, but for pretty much everything. And I need to show you the absolute mess I've made in here, provided I can find the holes I made. This is just one of them. Is there anything left over here? Traces. All right. If we go back up this way and over this way, and that's, wait, this way and this way and this way, there's the current copper I was working on. I have a crate back at home that now has nearly 600 of these. Oh, this is medium. Nearly 600 of the rich native copper deposits. So we might have enough copper to last us a while. Although 600 of rich is 600 times 25. That's only going to be about 200 something ingots worth of copper. And as I mentioned, per full armor set, we're going to need 210 minus whatever percentage you need to be other than copper. So like tin bronze, 90 copper, well, 90% copper, 10% tin. You get the idea. It's still a lot of copper. It's not going to be all of the copper we need, but it definitely makes a difference. Is there any more copper over here? Traces. I'm just waiting for the thing in the bottom of the screen to tell me there's another temporal storm coming, because I spent that long. There we go. It's probably the last bit of copper I missed. Just, you know, mining and working around the base. Oh, there's not a bit of copper up there. But yeah, back at home I have another batch of the clay bowls cooking up, so that I could turn those into oil lamps again, so I can come back in here and try to light up everything. Yeah, because I don't feel like dealing with all these guys every time I come down here. There is more copper. Like, I found that vein there, but if we go back out here, go down here. There was copper down here. I've collected all of it from that spot, but I'm sure... Yeah, there's even more copper down here. we've got another living dead. So this is the thing that we found last episode that hit hard as anything. Don't think I can harvest him. Alright, well, this was not how this was supposed to go, but look at all the copper down here. So we're going to have plenty of copper. I wonder if there's more tin down here also. None over there. Okay, well, there's plenty of copper. We'll come back for the copper in the future. But yep, just want to show you what I've been up to because I've played many hours since I last recorded a clip, so I wanted to catch you guys up at least a little bit. So a large amount of copper. So if I plant one of these here, light that, run like the dickens. Where? You guys are absolutely rude. There we go. There's the copper. I wonder if that's a copper actually from... No, they shouldn't be over it. It might connect to the deposit that we were just looking at. But it should not be the deposit down where the guys were that we were just fighting. The drifters and the living dead. But yep, this has been my life. Come down here, mine until I either run out of food, run out of these, or run out of sanity. Or all three. And I'm not just talking about game sanity. Alright, but you guys are caught up on what I've been doing. Also, I'm going to gather up this saltpeter because we need it to make more of these. Because we need more blasting powder. That's what I've been doing. Ooh, that's nice. I could use more of those. I see copper right there already. All right, okay. So there's more copper over here. This cave just has so much copper. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to light it up so I don't have to deal with drifters as much every time I come down here. Because I don't feel like fighting a dozen drifters every time I go to mine. Let me see, I still need another one up here to light up this area. Could use a few more up here. Oh, and it's nighttime. We were down there for too long. But yeah, just a whole ton of busy work today. Mining. Chopping down a bunch of trees, refilling my charcoal pit. I was... culled a few of my sheep. I've fed them so that they are all now pregnant. So we'll have another 4 babies in the very near future and also a lot more milk in the near future. I gotta cull my chickens. Harvested a whole ton of rice. I now have 4 stacks of rice. That's the bowls I'm making for more lamps. And here we go. 563 rich chunks of native copper. Plus all that. I think we're going to be good for a little while. And there it is. I just called it. So we got another temporal storm on our way. And I'm going to have to work in here a little bit. I don't know what it is, but all these stands keep getting moved around. And I have a door on it now, so there can't be any animals getting inside here. So, yeah, something's doing it. I don't know what it is. I think if I grab my chisel... So the two in the middle, they're going to be on a plinth. But let's say this one here. Let's pick that up. Take our planer. Chisel down one. Grab our... grab the chisel. Chisel it all in one layer. Right. And now if we place this down there... Nope, it still moves around. Okay, now it's too deep. Will that work better? Well, it moves a little bit, but not as much. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig each of these down by 2, just like what I did with this one here. And that's going to be true all the way around here. And I'm going to do something similar up here so that they hopefully don't move around on their own in here. All right, well, we got Temporal Storm coming, so I'm going to go grab some food and go hide in a hole. Because that's what you do in Temporal Storms. Oh, wow, my armor's taken a bit of a beating, hasn't it? Yes, it has. I tell you, those drifters... They hit hard. Anyway, as we're about to close out today's episode, I have shown I've moved stuff around. I've given every single stand a little cutout into the floor, and this should prevent me from being able to push them together and move them around too much. And I've crafted up everything to make a new set of armor. So let's do... a new chain, and then it's that. Yep, so that's the scale chest plate, and then the leggings are not like that. Oh wait, it was 5, wasn't it? No, it had to be more than 5. There we go. That's the chain. And that's the scale. And then the helmet was that. And that. Alright. So, now we have our full bismuth bronze set. I fell down. And here you can see the Blackguard and the Forlorn down here. But yeah, so that's all of the bismuth bronze and all the copper done. So next I have to make a whole ton of tin bronze. Thankfully I don't need to make all that much of the lamellite, although I do need to repair this to make it look nice. And yeah, then we can then I've got to get a lot of gold and silver to make black bronze. I have the numbers written down on a spreadsheet. I'm not looking at the spreadsheet right now, so I can't tell you what they are. But if it's 210 ingots of black bronze, no, 210 ingots, of black bronze to make the full set. And I need it to be at least 10% silver and 10% gold. I could do it higher. That eats into the copper. Copper's a lot easier to get than gold and silver, so I might as well do as low a percentage of gold and silver as I can. We're still looking about 21 ingots of both gold and silver. That's 6 ingots. That's 6. That's 12 ingots of silver. 13 ingots. I've got about half the silver I need and even less of the gold I need. So I've got my work cut out for me. So let's come into this episode. Next episode, I think we're going to do something a little bit different. Since I have a bit of a time crunch on time. Bit of a time crunch for getting out these episodes. Next episode will be airing on Tuesday, 2 days after I run the marathon. I am going to be dead tired all day Sunday, and all day Monday, and probably all day Tuesday. So instead of worrying about making an episode for Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm just going to do it in like tomorrow. And it's going to be a build episode. But not here. No, we're going to go into a creative world because I've got a design I want to try. And I want to really play with the chisel tools and whatnot. And so I'm going to try to flex some creativity. I'm not super creative with builds. I want to give that a go. I figure it should be fun. Anyway, that's the plan for next time. Until then, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later!